Assalamualaikum. So today I will be explaining about the coding of a graphical user interface GUI application. It acts as a basic text editor with features like word count, file operations, and text editing. The first coding of the GUI interface is package declaration. The package declaration specifies the namespace in which this class resides. Next is import statements. These statements import libraries for GUI components, which is Swing and AWT. Event handling and file operation, which is java.io. Next is class definition. This coding shows that GUI is the main class extends. JFrame, which is a top-level container for creating the application window. Implements action listener enables the class to handle actions events such as button clicks. Next is instance variable. The coding JText area is for entering and displaying text. The JFrame coding is for the application window. The label is to display word counts. The btn count is a button to trigger word count. And the scroll is to enable scroll bar for the text area. Next is the constructor. The constructor initializes the application's user interface and sets up the layout and components. There are 5 components in the constructor. The first one is the frame setup. The coding new JFrame creates the main application Windows title editor. The set size is 1500, which sets the dimensions of the window to 1000 pixels wide and 500 pixels high. And the set default close operation ensures that the application exits when the user closes the window. The second component is text area and scroll pane. The JText area provides a multi-line text editor, and the JScroll pane adds scroll bars to the text area, ensuring usability for long content. And the third component is label and button. The label displays dynamic word and character counts, while btn count is a button that triggers the word count functionality when clicked. The add action listener registers the current class as the button's event handler. The fourth component is the menu bar. The JMenu and JMenu item represent menu categories and their respective actions such as new, open, and save. Each menu is associated with an action listener for handling user interactions. And the last component is layout and panels. The J panel will group the button and label in a horizontal layout at the bottom of the window, and the border layout will align components to specific regions of the panel. Next is event handling. This is the program that handles users' interaction through the action perform method. It processes the command triggered by the menu items or button. The first component in handling menu is edit menu. The cut, copy, and paste command use built-in JText area methods for clipboard operation. The second component is word and character count. This method counts words by splitting the text into an array of words based on white space, and the character count is derived from the text length. And the last coding in this GUI is main method. The main method creates an instance of the GUI class and then launches the application. Assalamualaikum. So this is the graphical user interface for our group. There are several components on the top left corner of the GUI. The first component are the menu bar. There are few actions that user could do when they click on the menu bar, which is the first one is able to open a new file if they wanted to. And now, just like that, a new file is open. Other than that, user could also open the previous file that was saved previously in their device. And just like that, the file is open, and the last action that could be done in the menu bar is they could save the current progressing file by clicking the save function. The next component is event handling. There are also few actions that could be done here. For example, when user feels like getting rid of any words or characters, they could just select or highlight which words or characters they want to get rid and simply click on the cut function and the words will be gone. Next, user able to copy the words or characters they want to by clicking the copy function, and then click on the paste function to paste whatever they had copied. Other than that, user could also find any words that they wanted in the text they typed by entering the words or characters. So now I want to look for again, and then yeah, it will show the words that I searched just now. And the last action that could be done in this component is replace. User must first key in the word they wanted to replace. So I want to replace testing, and then key in the word that I want to replace with my, and yeah, it had been replaced. The last component on the top left corner of the GUI is clear. When user click on the clear function, it will delete all the words and characters and leave a white clear text box for user to type. On the bottom left of the GUI, there is a word count button. So for example, when user wanted to count the numbers of words or characters in their text, user can just simply click on the word count button and it will display the total number of words and characters in the text. So I will click on the word count button. Yeah, so it shows the total number of words and characters count in the text.